Buffalo. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Right to the air is Mahomes. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and now long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really tested defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 32 that time. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Allen taking it himself, and he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Hello. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far, brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
Steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Allen going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
scoreboard tells the story for them, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On play action, Allen. They'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando, and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try to knock one away.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Oh, good return up past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. They find some open field here. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes finding Gray on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Working with a 2nd and 4. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Uncorks one for Davis, and that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
22 yards there, a first down.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
No gain on the play there, second down. On play action, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter, just third place, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now here comes Kansas City. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes tried to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this returnable for Hines. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Nice gain of 21 yards.
The drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get them back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. They got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down, Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Allen and the Bills now. Down by 11, 54 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throwing is Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. Here's Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it's like we're taking for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Illegal touching. Offense.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it